This week, someone left a cartoon on my desk in my office. In the cartoon, a man was lying on a couch of a psychiatrist. When the psychiatrist asked the man what his problem was, he confided that he had all kinds of fears about the future. "Doctor," he began, "I'm worried about the energy crisis, inflation, the situation in the Middle East, political and social upheaval in Africa, our diplomatic relations with China." I wish I could remember all of the concerns the man had in the cartoon. There was at least a dozen. In the final frame, the psychiatrist responded, "Shut up and move over," after which he proceeded to get on the couch with the patient. A cartoon such as this would be much more amusing if it didn't contain so much truth. The problem of the future is, well, it seems almost overwhelming. Those who are in a position to know the facts are privately saying things are not nearly as bad as they seem, they're worse. Public officials seem to have taken the same approach to our national problems as many doctors do with a terminally ill patient. Keep the unpleasant truth from them as long as possible. But now with Jesus. Jesus had been trying to tell his disciples for quite some time that he was going to die. The problem was, they simply didn't want to hear it. And maybe, well, you wouldn't want to hear it either. Think about how you might react if somebody you deeply loved told you, well, that they were going to die. Would you be willing to accept that news? I know I wouldn't. Now here's the thing. Jesus is going to leave them, not once, but twice. First, he's going to leave them for 3 days, that for 3 days he would be dead and gone, and they couldn't follow him to the grave. But the bad news is followed by very good news. I will come back to you. And he did. Oh, but wait, there's more bad news. Jesus also said, I'm going back to heaven, only this time I'm going to be gone for a very long time. And again, you can't follow me there. But again, the bad news is followed by really good news. I will come again, and this time you can be where I am. Now, the good news is going to get better for 2 reasons. First, because between the time he goes back to heaven and the time he comes back to earth, he's up in heaven building us a home so that we will have a place to live, well, when we get there. But added to that, while Jesus is gone, he's going to send us God the Helper. You might know him as God the Holy Spirit. And through the Holy Spirit, Jesus promised to be with us always. Now, how could Jesus make a promise to us about going to heaven? Because just like he said, he is the way. And if you follow him, one day you will follow him right into heaven itself. Well, that was our nugget for today. Now, please have a look at your lesson. I'll see you tomorrow.